Today on CCX News, the future of retail in Brooklyn Center, what a new study says and what analysts believe could happen next. Hello and thanks for joining us. A new study predicts retail sales to remain flat in the city of Brooklyn Center. What's more, the study also predicts that national retailers could look to leave the city in the next 5 years. Brooklyn Center hired a retail consultant to study the local retail market. The study found that the closure of Walmart 2 years ago may cause other nearby national retailers to shutter in the next 5 years. That would most likely occur in the Shingle Creek Crossing shopping area where Walmart was located. The consultant recommended that city officials take steps to support bigger retailers like Cub Foods so they continue doing business in the city. The retail study is part of an economic growth plan being developed by Brooklyn Center City staff. The city expects to make that plan public before the end of the year. A construction worker has died after a dump truck backed into him during a project in Maple Grove. The accident happened Thursday afternoon on eastbound Highway 610 by Maple Grove Parkway. The State Patrol says a dump truck driver was backing up in a closed construction zone along the highway when the worker was fatally struck. The worker was identified as 25-year-old Adam Smith from Seymour, Wisconsin. It was the second highway construction zone worker death in as many days. Another worker death occurred Wednesday on southbound Interstate 35W in Burnsville. Golden Valley Police responded to an incident at a school that involved a gun. Police responded around noon Thursday at Robbinsdale Academy Highview Alternative School. Officers had received a report of a student threatening another student with a firearm. When police arrived, a firearm was recovered. A juvenile suspect was arrested without further incident. No further details were made available. The Hennepin County Sheriff's Office is handling the investigation. Hennepin County taxpayers can expect to see an increase to their property taxes. The Hennepin County Board of Commissioners this week approved a preliminary levy increase of nearly 8%. Officials say the levy increase is driven by a nearly $34 million increase for public safety. Here's what it'll mean for your property taxes. For the median value home of about $400,000, taxpayers can expect about a $125 increase. That tax increase, however, is not set in stone. It could still be lowered before final approval in December. A restaurant space in Golden Valley that's been vacant for the last 3 years will soon have a new tenant.
In the restaurant industry, it's an A location in an A marketplace. So we're really excited to be, joining the neighborhood, so to speak, and bringing what we do best.
Victor Salamoni is the founder of Kitchen and Rail. The restaurant is filling the space formerly occupied by Mort's Deli, which closed in the summer of 2022. Kitchen and Rail currently has a spot in Eagan, but the owners wanted to expand and chose Golden Valley for their second location. Salamoni describes Kitchen and Rail as an eatery with different styles of food, where folks can enjoy a variety of cocktails.
We are going to transform this place into something that feels a little swanky, but you can come in your golf shorts and your polos and have a great time.
Kitchen and Rail plans to open its Golden Valley location sometime in early 2026. Meanwhile, the restaurant is rolling out a new half-pound pastrami sandwich at its Eagan location called the Mort, in honor of its new home in Golden Valley. Golden Valley isn't the only place getting a new restaurant. In Brooklyn Park, there's a new place to enjoy cuisine from Mexico and El Salvador. Tolis Pupuseria recently opened in the Broadway Square shopping center along 85th Avenue and West Broadway. It's in the space formerly occupied by Johnny Boy's Pizza. The restaurant is best known for their pupusas, which is a thick flatbread stuffed with things like cheese, beans, and meat. Tolis Pupuseria is open every day except Tuesday. Shoppers in Maple Grove will have the opportunity to snag some good deals while helping to support those battling breast cancer. The Shops at Arbor Lakes is hosting the 16th annual Girls Night Out on Thursday, October 2nd. The event raises money for the Hope Chest for Breast Cancer Foundation. Proceeds help cancer patients in a variety of ways.
We help Minnesota breast cancer patients with financial needs, urgent financial needs, rent, mortgage. food, groceries, auto-related expenses, childcare, daycare, expenses that are non-medical.
Not only will attendees support a good cause, they receive perks too, including food samples and store discounts.
We're very excited that our Lululemon is doing 20% off during that, which is a huge deal. Sitka Gear, which opened just this time last year, is also doing 20% off during the event. Maurice's, a number of our stores are doing great discounts.
Tickets cost $15 if purchased ahead of time or $20 at the door. We'll have more information at ccxmedia.org. Finally, a Robbinsdale man's desire to keep kids safe. Last year, Damian Roshan Washington put a bench on his property while kids waited for the school bus. It was preferable to kids sitting on the curb near passing cars. He said the bench was well received. Now, Roshan Washington is looking to expand on his bench idea, taking it to the City Council. He says the city is in the early planning stages of starting a bench program. It's something he hopes will inspire the community.
On the grassroots level, people can start doing now. If you have the space and you see the need and you see the kids, put some joy into your community, put some comfort into your community, some fellowship into your community, and get a bench out there.
The bus doesn't pass by Roshan Washington's house currently, and he's open to moving his bench to an active bus stop.
It was a warm day to run Thursday out in Dayton for the annual Osseo Invitational Cross Country Meet. 18 teams competed, with 2 local team champions and 2 local individual race winners as well.
Dean's Pumpkin Patch, the site this year for the Osseo Invitational. The varsity girls race winner is Armstrong sophomore Naomi Dibvig. She crosses the finish line in 19 minutes 46 seconds. In third place is Ella Town from Providence Academy, 5 seconds back of Dibvig and just ahead of Kendra Swanson of the Northwest Nighthawks of Hanover. Osseo won a tiebreaker with Providence to win the girls' team title. Ashley Damsgaard, the Orioles' top runner, placing 11th overall. The varsity boys out next over the same course. Armstrong and Benilde St. Margaret's among the teams in this race. In the end, though, it's Park Center finishing with the top 2 individuals. Blake Beaver wins in 16 minutes 52 seconds. His teammate Jackson Brower's less than 3 seconds back for the runner-up spot. Armstrong's Benea Brecker finishes 4th, just a few steps in front of Jack Sams of Providence Academy. Jack Foley from Benilde St. Margaret's places 7th in 17 minutes 21 seconds. Raleigh Runquist from team champion Osseo finishes 9th in 17:37. Here's what the 2 winners had to say after their races.
This was my first varsity win, so it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of really great runners out here, and it was really nice to be able to run with the pack. It really helped me.
Felt really good, putting in all the work over the summer's really paid off, and I'm grateful for the competition as well. It feels really good to run a few kilometers with my teammate, Jackson. We really push each other, and I'm really grateful for him.
And congratulations to both Osseo teams on their wins, first place trophies, and champion pumpkins.
The Providence Academy girls soccer team will take aim at another state title at season's end. The Lions had a high-scoring battle with another perennial power Thursday.
Providence Academy at home to take on Holy Angels. The Lions in the Navy uniforms, and a great long pass played here by Becca Greenway ahead to her older sister Madden. She rips a shot home for a goal. It's 2-0 Providence midway through the first half. Then watch Becca Greenway just inside the far sideline launch a long shot with plenty of power behind it over the keeper's head and in. The Lions go up 3-0. Less than a minute later, Madden Greenway awarded a penalty kick, and she makes no mistake and nets her second goal of the night and 27th of the season. Providence Academy leads 4-0. But the Stars make a comeback. Audie Hess on the free kick drives the ball off the hands of keeper Audrey Steves and in. Holy Angels is on the board. Trailing 4-2 in the second half, a great cross from Fiona Wilson to Emma Dansbury, who knocks it in to pull the Stars within a goal at 4-3. But that's as close as they'd get. Providence Academy wins 4-3. The Lions are now 11-2-1 on the season.
The Osseo girls volleyball team built a little momentum by going unbeaten at the St. Paul Como tournament over the weekend. They faced Elk River Thursday. Jay Wilcox has highlights.
The Osseo girls volleyball team on their home court to take on Elk River. Osseo on the attack as Miriam Akakbo sets middle to Kim Barcour for the kill as the first set is tight all the way. But Elk River pulls it out. Siri Machi back set to Shiaflin Cooper for the kill as the Elks prevail in set 1, 25-21. To the second set, and Elena Carmen gets up for the block for the Orioles, and it's tied up 5-5 early. But it's mostly Elk River from there. Machi as good as an attacker, too, getting the kill as the Elks win the second set 25-14. Third set and a big moment for Osseo's Bree Swanson as she records her 1,000th career dig, and her teammates and fans are loving that. But Elk River again pulls away after trailing early. Taylor Gunderson hammers it home as the Elks get the sweep over Osseo 25-21, 14-14. Jay Wilcox, CCX Sports.
Find more prep sports games and highlights at ccxmedia.org and follow us on social media.